how to hook up a weight distribution hitch on your camper. Let's go. First step, put your hitch head in your receiver hitch. Line up the hitch hole and install your hitch pin. Mine's a locking one, so we're going to use that. Make sure it's on and secure. Step 3, put axle grease on the ball. This isn't so much for the ball as it is for your components that hook to the ball, like the trailer tongue. Next step, raise your trailer tongue up just a little bit so you can back your truck under the trailer tongue. That's pretty good. Unlock your trailer tongue. Lay out your spring bars and your sway bars.
And don't forget to attach them.
Don't forget to attach them. That's right. Your camper's over 25 or 26 feet. Use 2 sway bars.
Why? Why?
Why? Helps control trailer sway better. The one sway bar is kind of more easily overcome, the longer length. So the second one just helps it out. You're not actually controlling sway, you're controlling the trailer wiggle. If you have a sway problem, you need to fix that problem first. Next step, back the trailer ball under the hitch. Don't cause a divorce.
Woo! Perfection!
How we looking, Stevie?
Perfection!
Perfection? Good. Lower the hitch onto the ball. Latch your trailer coupler. Put on your parking brake. Visually inspect to make sure that the ball has been captured by the trailer paw. The trailer coupler paw. P-A-W-E-L, P-A-W-L, something like that. There. We're good. Reinstall your trailer tongue lock if you have one. I have a zip tie on my 7-way RV plug, and I latch that on with the trailer coupler lock. That just helps hold the 7-way plug out of the way. Next thing is I take my grease and I grease my weight distribution bars, mostly on the wear points. Mine tend to wear right here inside the latch and down here. It kind of creates a bearing surface. So as your spring bars wear in, you'll notice that they create a bearing surface of their own. And so that's all right. We just add a little grease and attach it up inside the coupler of the hitch head. For this one, it's a round bar. I just pop them straight up in, and then they're held in. When you go to remove them, you just swing them underneath the truck after you disconnect them, and they'll come right out. Just double check, give them a good tug, make sure they're good. Go to the other side, put the other one in. Your weight distribution kit is going to come with a helper bar like this. Pull the pin from the chain saddle, lower this on down. Your goal is to get the right chain length hitched into this little hole. I like to hang 2 chain links and hitch onto the third one. As you can see, we've got a far distance to go. So what we do is we jack up the tongue on the trailer to hook up our weight distribution bars. So Steffi, you want to come around to the other side over here and hit the up, and let's go ahead and lift the truck up. So you are going to lift the back end of the truck up pretty good to do this. You want to be careful on gravel or on incline. If you have to, you can put a jack underneath these and jack these up to take some pressure off of them. prefer not to do that, but go ahead and lift the tongue up, Steph. Lift, lift, lift. Got a little ways to go.
You good?
Keep on going. Alright, that should be good, Steph. You want to get it high enough so that the chain doesn't slip off the little tang, and then you just lift it up. Good to go. We'll do that on the other side too. This is an essential piece of kit. Once you're done with it, always put it back in the same place. For me, it's right here. Always goes right here. While we're over here though, we can go ahead and install the sway bar. Turn it a little off so it's loose. Install your pins. You're good to go. Let me show you the pins. So that's how I orient my pins. They will move around while you're towing. Check them every time you stop for gas. You don't want to lose those pins. You might lose one. Eventually, we've lost one on a trip. So you might want to buy a couple spares. I'll have a link, an affiliate link to them down below. So if you want to pick up some of those extra pins, I highly recommend it. Once you're done with both sides, you can go ahead and lower the tongue down, and the trailer should be ready, or the truck should be ready to take the load. You want to make sure you pull your tongue foot above the weight distribution bars if you can. I've seen guys pull into campgrounds with their trailer tongue busted because they left their foot down below the weight distribution bars and hit something on the road. Not a good situation to be in. Of course, if you have one of those weight distribution hitches that have the spring bars way up high on the trailer tongue, you can't do that. Mine are these round bar, so I can do that. It's a pretty good gauge for me. Just pull it up as high as you can. Next thing I do is I put my weight distribution chains on. I'm supposed to cross them, but they're attached at a single point up here. So it depends on which way you're looking at it, if they're actually crossed or not. One final thing whenever you're hitching up, don't forget your breakaway cable. So make sure you attach that to the truck in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Then I go ahead and hook up my 7-way RV plug. If you have an older camper, you might not want to do this until you unplug the trailer from the outlet or from the storage yard or whatever you got it. This newer stuff, the inverter is able to handle that no problem. So that's done. Next thing I go ahead and do is turn on the sway bars, because I forgot to do that once and towed 1,200 miles home wondering why the trailer was wiggling all over the place. Forgot to turn on the sway bars. So turn the sway bars on at your earliest convenience. The instructions say bottom them out, so that's what I do. If you need to adjust the sway bar, you're going to have to do that a little bit at a time, and you use the adjustment bolt down here at the bottom. Either a little tighter or a little looser. Bottom out the threads on the sway bars. This is what I mean by bottom out the threads. You want these threads bottomed out as much as you can in that bolt. If you can't bottom them out, you may need to loosen up this adjustment bolt just a little bit so you can bottom them out. Basically that's it. I'm going to go ahead and check the lights, remove the wheel chocks, and make sure the brakes work, and that's how you hitch up a trailer hitch. So if you guys got any questions or comments or suggestions on what you'd like to see more of, let me know.